Ooh, look at that tiger just peeping over the top there. He's stalking you. Oh, yes, he is. We've got these beautiful mosaic designs now that you can download, print off, and make all sorts of different things. Now, there's great different crafting projects you can do with this set to give that lovely mosaic effect. But we have old traditional mosaic meeting / kind of progressive mosaic. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. It's a kind of a Art Nouveau, no, not Art Nouveau, Nouveau Mosaic, that's what we'll call it, Nouveau Mosaic. Anyway, have a look at I'll just show you some of the downloads that you can do. Don't forget when you download, you can do different connotations of the designs that you want, large, medium, small, full set. But there's the main design. You can see that you've got that beautiful tiger there. And you can see all the mosaic designs. Now, if you want to just print that off in any of the different sizes, that's the quality that you're going to get. And if you look at that close up, you can see all the different beautiful all the different tigers. There's the next stage down if you want to decoupage that up, or if you just want to use that piece in a section. You've got that bit, and then you've got those bits. Actually, that was in the wrong order. That was number 2, there's number 3. And you can see that. You might just want to use that tiger on its own without the circle around it. And if you just look up close, look at those eyes. I mean, you can really see, the design there. You can see every one of those mosaics cut out there. So the quality is really, really good. Now, if you want the large design to make a large crafting project, that's that one. But then you could also print out the smaller version of that too there. That'll give you more of a medium size there. And you've got the next step-by-step size there on there. We've only put it on one side here so you're not wasting the printed paper. Then you've got this one, which is the small selection. And on this one, you've got everything on one page to give you that mosaic look. Or you could even go down even smaller than that. You've got this one with all the different, you've got enough to make 3 small mosaic tigers there. Now that's your traditional mosaic kind of finish there, but they thought it'd be really nice to team that up with a more kind of a digital mosaic. I'm going to make a project with this as well. So this is an example here. You can see the digital mosaic, and it's the same colours that are actually in the traditional tiger mosaic, but we're going to make kind of a modern day card. This would be a great card to give to a gentleman because it's very butch with the tiger and very kind of digital with the squares and all the different colour spectrum there, the oranges and yellows into the dark blacks and the browns and the ambers. And you're also going to be getting those in 4 different sizes. So let's make a card, shall we? Now you can do all sorts of things with these. These would be really good to cut out and say you want to cover a wooden tray, mosaic a wooden tray. You could put this in the middle, varnish over the top, a few layers. You can get wonderful effects. Anyway, we're going to make a card. And what I've already cut out here is 2 pieces of card. And I've got one in orange and one in white. Now these are just big enough. I've printed out this mosaic rectangle here that's going to go on here and form the card, the background to the card. But to make this card, I've also cut one of the strips out there and folded it in half, and that's going to create a kind of a hinge here on this side. So I've folded that in half there like that, and then I'm going to take my glue, and first of all I'm going to stick one, I'm going to have the orange on, I think I'll have the white on the top. Just arguing myself there. I'm just going to put a strip of glue down here. You can use whatever you want. Have a look at this, what I'm doing. Hello. Hello. There you go, Chucks. You can see now. So I'm just going to stick the first one down there, and that's just going to go there like that. So that's going to, you just line that up exactly where you want it, and I'm going to put it there, and if you can just come out a little bit. There you go, so I can see what I'm doing. And I felt like I was backed into a corner then. And then that one's stuck down there. That leaves that side open there like that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the inside of this one, like so. And then that's going to fit onto there, like that precisely. So I'm just making this card up using 2 different coloured cards and just a strip of that digital mosaic. And I'm just going to stick that down. Now you've got 2 little bits left over there. I've left those on for a purpose because I can really get a nice neat edge there. And all you've got to do then is just trim those off there like that. And I think I'll turn that around like that to make it easier for me. And oops, that wasn't very straight, was it? Just recut it, get all the bits of paper off the top of the table here, try and make it look neat and tidy. And then we've got the first part of my card. Now, as I said, you could have the card like that, and it's hinged up there, or you could have it going that way if you wish, and have it hinged that way. I think I'm going to have it that way. I think I'll have the orange on the back, because there's a lot of orange in this design. So I'm just picking those off, and that's going to go there. Now, I've got this here. This is the Mosaic, the digital one. Now, you can decide that's going to go over the top. Now, you can play around here with which way you want to do it. You might want to have the orange down here, or turn it around, and then that matches that. What do you fancy, Lorraine? Do you think that one? I think that one. I like it that way, yeah. So I'm going to stick it down, but you can still play around and, you know, decide what you want to do. So I'm going to do it that way, and again, I'm just going to glue that up and just stick that down. If you want to use double-sided tape, you can do that as well. Put my lid back on, I don't want my glue drying up, and then just position that down right perfectly where you want it there on the edge of that card. So now then I've got my card here now, that's stuck down. I think that looks really nice, very modern. You've got the orange and you've still got the colours going through. Then I could put some double-sided foam pads on the back of this if I wanted to. And I'm going to put this about here so it's just slightly overlapping. It's going down the white band there. You can position it any way you want. You could put it there if you wanted to, right in the middle, or you could put it right up to the edge there. But I'm just going to do it slightly off centre there like that. That's the way it feels right to me. But you do whatever you want. You're the creative ones, Chucks. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue on that. So I could have put first foam pads on the first one if I wanted to, but I'm going to actually stick it down. And I'm going to position that so it just overlaps there and it's just creeping into the mosaic design there. I think I like it this way because you could put a little sentiment there, happy birthday or whatever it is you want it to be. So there's the first part of my tiger. I think it's looking really nice. Then I've got the next part of my tiger here, which I've cut out, and foam pads on the back, and that's going to go over the top like so. And this is really looking like it's going to jump out of the card at you. Not that I want to scare you. And the next one's going over the top there, like that. So that's the next section. And you've got the next section again that's going over there like so. And then finally, you've got the head that's just going over here. And I think that looks fantastic because it almost looks like the tiger is stepping out of the card itself, giving that wonderful 3D look. So if you want to make a beautiful card like that one, all you've got to do is make sure you go and purchase it. Then you've got to download it, and that'll only take a few minutes or seconds even. It could be 30 seconds, depending on the size of the download, how many you're downloading, depends on how long it'll take. But then within minutes, you could download and be printing this out and make it as many times as you like. So if you want to make a beautiful kind of nouveau mosaic, download it, print it and make it.